Hello and welcome to this special, very special edition of Survival Series, the show where I hate everything. Today I'm joined from beautiful Bothell, Washington, Brian Alvarez.
How's it going, everybody?
I now know where Bothell, Washington is, or at least I know that it's a place.
It is definitely a place.
Because I've heard it at the start of radio shows a lot.
Yes,
over the last 15 or so years.
It is a beautiful place.
If you are new to this show, this is how it works. I will be giving our contestants a specific wrestling category, and they've got to give me every answer they possibly can within that category with only 3 strikes. Brian, you were here with us for the last episode.
Yeah, sure was.
Almost a specialist subject for you, considering you wrote the book.
Yeah, well, you know, it was a long time ago I wrote that book.
Hey, there was.
When you're able to miss Hulk Hogan as a former WCW champion, you know that it's going to be quite a show here today. I'm sitting here at the interrogation table.
Well, with that said, I would like you to tell me every single WARGAMES participant.
Oh, God.
In no order. I just need you to name me people who've been in a WARGAMES match.
Are we talking like all war games?
All WARGAMES?
Like WWE war games?
NWA, WCW, NXT, and WWE.
Oh my God.
There are, let me double check this, 138 names.
Oh my God. Well, Ric Flair, Brian Pillman, Sid,
Yep.
Arn Anderson,
Yep.
do I have to say his name exactly correct? The Warrior.
The Warrior.
If I say the Ultimate Warrior, is that dinged?
If you'd have said the Ultimate Warrior, I would have given it to you.
Okay. Warrior was in there. Vince Russo. Oh, no.
Nope.
That was a triple cage.
That is an incorrect answer, I'm afraid.
Golly.
That is your first strike.
Oh, man. I just started throwing out names. Adam Cole.
Ding.
Kyle O'Reilly.
Ding.
Oh my God. Hulk Hogan.
I think, have you already said Hogan?
That was the last one. That was the one I didn't get in WCW Champions.
I'll give it to you now. Ding.
Thank you. Who else? There's only 124 people. War Games matches. Barry Windham.
Ding.
Dusty Rhodes.
Ding.
Nikita Koloff.
Let me just double check that one, but I'm pretty sure. Ding.
Yes. God, these current day War Games matches. I can't remember anybody from a current day War Games match. 124?
138.
138. Jesus. Start throwing out names. Sid.
Sid, you have already
mentioned. God! I said his name.
That is your second strike.
Booker T.
Booker T is a correct answer.
Diamond Dallas Page.
Ding.
Who was in that absolutely horrible?
Is that a minus 5-star match?
Yeah, I just remember Warrior and Hogan. They were just. Let's see who else. Santos Escobar.
Santos Escobar is an incorrect answer.
Oh, man.
And that is your third strike.
How many did I get total?
You got 13.
13 out of 136, 138.
138.
Yeah, I got, what's that, 1%, 10%?
Yeah, I mean...
How many incorrect answers could I get on this program today?
I don't know. Do you want to give it a try?
No. No. I failed miserably. Are you going to read them all?
I'm not going to read them all. You did say most of the Undisputed Era, but not Bobby Fish. Or
Fish.
Roderick
God.
Strong.
Roderick Strong, yeah.
Yeah. You said Dusty, but not Dustin.
Dustin Rhodes,
or
yeah.
Cody.
Cody was in a War Games?
He was in last year's War Games.
God, I have no memory of these things. None whatsoever.
Well, with that said, I'm going to need you to remove your microphone and leave this building.
Get the... Okay.
I can't swear at you.
Sure you can.
Or get the fuck out.
All right. Dave better get more than 13.
Hello and welcome to Survival Series, the show where I hate everything. Today I'm joined by Dave Meltzer. And we are going to be... If this is your first time here, here is how this game works. I'm going to give each of our contestants a specific wrestling category, and they're going to give me every single answer they possibly can within that wrestling category. If you are enjoying this show, please head on over to patreon.com/WrestleTalk to get an exclusive episode of this show, and you can get the uncut version as well. Today, Dave, I would like you to name me every single WarGames participant.
Oh, jeez.
So this includes the NWA, WCW, NXT, and WWE versions of WarGames.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
In any order you like. But yeah, if you can just give me a moment after each name so I can give you a ding. If you say any of them again, that is an incorrect answer. You got 3 strikes.
Okay.
So with that said, Dave Meltzer, can you name me a WarGames participant?
Ric Flair,
Ding.
Arn Anderson,
Ding.
Tully Blanchard,
Ding.
Big Boss Man under a mask,
Yep. Ding.
J.J. Dillon,
J.J. Dillon. Ding.
Paul Ellering,
Paul Ellering. Let me just find him. Paul Ellering. Ding.
Road Warriors,
Road Warrior. Yeah, if you could just give me both their names.
Joe and Mike, Hawk and Animal,
I'll give you that.
Dusty Rhodes,
Ding.
Lex Luger, Sting,
Second, Dusty Rhodes is a ding. Lex Luger is a ding. And Sting is a ding.
Sid Vicious, Brian Pillman,
Sid Vicious, ding. And let me get Sid. Where are you, Sid? There you are, Sid. And Brian Pillman is a ding.
Booker T.
Booker T, ding.
Oh, God, those horrible war games. I got them blocked out of my mind.
Haven't we all?
Yeah. Let me think about. I went to so many of them too. That's what's funny. So let's see. Last year's WWF, I just don't even remember.
It is a remarkably forgettable War Games match.
Yeah. I mean, I remember it was last year, but Adam Cole,
Adam Cole, ding.
Kyle O'Reilly,
Kyle O'Reilly, ding.
Ricochet,
Ding.
Who else did he? Had so many great matches there too. This include women?
Yes.
Women's War Games. Io Shirai.
Ding. I think she's actually been there as Io Sky and Io Shirai.
Yeah, I think so too. Shayna Baszler.
Shayna Baszler, ding.
Becky Lynch.
Ding.
Oh God, who was the one that got? I don't even know if she counts. Got locked in the cage. Dakota Kai.
Dakota Kai, ting.
trying to think with this, was in some of those late WCW ones. Stevie Ray, right?
Stevie Ray, ding.
Yeah. God, Warrior was in it, wasn't he?
Ding. Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah, Warrior in that terrible War Games. Let me think. God. Bailey.
Bailey, ding.
Trying to think. Nikita Koloff.
Nikita Koloff, ding.
Lars Sullivan.
Lars Sullivan is an incorrect answer. That is your first strike.
Okay. Let me think. God. God, what's that men's War Games match? I can't remember it last year.
Honestly, I had forgotten it too. And I watched it live.
I watched it live too. But I remember the men's War Games match, but I don't remember who was in it last year. I have a pretty good idea this year's, but it's something different. Man, I don't know. Roderick Strong.
Roderick Strong, ding. There you are, Roddy.
Bobby Fish.
Bobby Fish, ding.
Wow. Wow. Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns, ding.
Usos.
Usos, I'll just give you each of those. Say each of their names, please.
Jimmy and Jey Uso.
Ding and ding.
Sami Zayn.
Ding.
Kevin Owens.
Let me just catch up. But I believe that is also a ding. Sami Zayn, ding. Kevin Owens is ding.
Okay. Charlotte Flair.
Charlotte Flair, ding.
Rhea Ripley.
Rhea Ripley, ding.
Steiner Brothers. Rick and Scott Steiner.
Scott, absolutely, ding and ding.
Okay. Sonya Deville.
Sonya Deville.
That may be a no. I'm not sure. I don't remember for sure.
That is an incorrect answer. That is your second strike.
Natalia.
And Natalia is your third strike.
Okay.
Dave Meltzer with a score of 36.
Yeah.
I will need you to take off your microphone and please leave this room.
Okay.
A good effort.
Yeah.
I can't swear at Dave Meltzer. I can't do it. I couldn't do it to Brian either. I can't. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Hello and welcome to Survival Series, the show where we trampoline. It's the birthday episode, it's the celebration episode. This show is now X amount of years old, and as always, we celebrate that by doing a special episode, and for that special episode is Oliver Davis.
Hi, and it's also you hosting, Luke Owen.
I am hosting.
We've known each other the longest out of everyone here.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
So we could do a couple
Oh, are you looking for like hints and tips?
of... No, not hints and tips, like literal. Or just tell me the answers.
Yeah. Do you just... Can you... Just get over the ground. No, I'm not going to
damn
do
it.
that.
You son of a bitch!
It's what friends do. If this is your first time here, this is how the show works. I am going to give each of our contestants a specific wrestling category, and they have to give me every answer they can within that specific wrestling category, with only 3 strikes. Oliver Davis, I need you to name me every single War Games participant.
Oh, okay.
In no order.
All the War Games participants.
This includes the NWA, WCW, NXT, and WWE versions of War Games.
And women.
Well, those are War Games matches, yeah. So unfortunately, this does not include Lethal Lockdown
Blood and Guts.
or Blood and Guts. Those are not War Games matches. Those are
Okay.
Blood and Guts matches.
Pretty similar.
Yeah, but there's not.
similar
It
gimmicks,
is
though, aren't
similar,
they?
isn't it? But it's also legally distinct in that it's called Blood and Guts.
Okay.
I'm looking for War Games.
Okay, well, let's... I'll get cracking.
Just as a point of order, if give me a little moment so I can try and catch up, because there's 138 names.
Oh, Christ. Oh, wow.
So, Oliver Davis, with that said, name me someone who was in a War Games match.
For a stipulation that didn't happen for about 20 years, they've got a hell of a lot of entrants in them. 138, you say?
There's 138 names who've been in War Games matches, some of which have obviously been in multiple War Games matches.
Well, there's roughly 8 to 10 people per match. So really, there's only ever been like 14,
I can
13
actually-
matches?
There have been 43 matches. But there was a period of time, like when the NWA were
Oh,
running
they
them, like,
were all in the same ones.
they were running them weekly, and it was always like the same people in them.
Okay, here we go. Well, I will start from the most recent, Drew McIntyre,
Ding!
who was not happy after that War Games match because CM Punk turned up. Then I will have... Not CM Punk isn't an answer, because he was near a War Games match.
And it was near a War Games match.
So I've had Drew McIntyre. Then I'm going to have Finn Balor.
Ding!
Then I'm going to have JD McDonough.
Ding!
Then I'm going to have Damian Priest.
Ding!
Now, was Daddy Dom in that match? I'm going to go the babyface side. Seth Rollins.
Ding!
Surely Kevin Owens.
Ding!
But that could have been from a previous year. I'm pretty sure it's the sort of thing you chuck a Kevin Owens into. And he was in the previous year's one anyway. Do I go Dirty Dom? What was it? Well, Randy Orton was the surprise entrant,
Ding!
looking buff, looking like Randy Orton ate Randy Orton. and then went to the gym and turned all that Randy Orton into muscle.
That sound you are hearing is Tegan's.
Oh yeah, yeah. She's thirsty.
Oh
for
yeah,
Randy
there's a
Orton.
thirst for that Randy Orton.
So there was, so they must have fought. Did I say Dirty Dom? I didn't, because that's why I was working out. I think there was 5 on the heel team, which surely means Dirty Dominic Mysterio.
And Ollie, that is a ding.
You. So I've done Seth, I've done Randy on the babyface team, probably Kevin Owens. I can't remember the other members of that group, but I think they'll be taken up by the previous year's War Games, which I'm pretty sure is the Bloodline versus Assorted Babyfaces. And the Bloodline was made up of Sami Zayn,
Ding.
Roman Reigns,
Ding.
Jey Uso,
Ding.
Jimmy Uso,
Ding.
Solo in that match. And I think maybe Jay and Sammy could have probably been in the Seth KO Randy team. And they were against Kevin Owens, who I've already said. Oh God, I'm crumbling a bit now. Oh, and there's women as well. Ah! Okay, I might just start saying names rather than going through the matches. I usually start with a strategy, it crumbles, and I just firing off names.
It's a bold strategy.
So I'm going to go for... I'm going to go for Cody Rhodes.
Ding.
Solo Sikoa.
Ding.
Okay, good. Io Shirai.
Ding.
Dakota Kai.
Ding.
Asuka.
Ding.
Kairi Sane.
Ding. Just give me a second to catch up with that. Go to Kai. Asuka. And you just said...
Kairi Sane.
Kairi Sane. Ding. All caught up.
Tegan Knox.
Ding.
There's a Dakota Kai spin-off in my head there. I'm pretty sure Shayna Baszler.
Ding.
Okay, well let's go to NXT. And in NXT, of course, Adam Cole.
Ding.
Kyle O'Reilly.
Ding.
Roderick Strong.
Ding.
And where's the lie? Bobby Fish.
Ding.
And they would face random groups of people. I'm pretty sure. Which got more and more contrived as the years went on, but I'm pretty sure they faced Sanity. So I will say Eric Young.
Ding.
Alexander Wolf.
Ding.
Killian Dane.
Ding.
Just as a note, not to be edited in, I think sometimes when you're doing dings, just then you did a more final ding on the 3, which tells me not to keep going down that.
That's how you're reading it.
Who else did that? Matt Riddle.
And Oliver Davis, that is your first strike.
Okay, I thought Matt Riddle and Pete Dunne might have been involved in one once. Okay, I'm going to jump all the way back. Sting.
Ding.
Who was in? I've watched this match like a bunch of times. The greatest match with Paulie Dangerously. But who's in there? I might just have to start. Can I say fake Sting?
Ding. I'll give you fake Ding.
Fake Ding.
Can you tell me who fake Ding is?
I can't. It's just a guy, right? It's not another wrestler.
But it is a wrestler.
It is a I can't remember his name.
It's Jeff Farmer.
Jeff Farmer. I did know that. So let's go NWO of Nash.
Ding.
Love Kevin Nash. Scott Hall.
Ding.
Let's go Four Horsemen. Arn Anderson.
Ding.
Ric Flair.
Ding.
What's he man? Arn Anderson and Brainbusters. Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard.
Ding. You know, that guy.
Yeah. I've just got this, like, it feels like one long match from the late 80s through to the mid 90s of just the same footage. Were the Hollywood Blondes Brian Pillman?
Is that an official answer?
That's an official answer.
It's an official ding.
Then stunning Steve Austin.
Ding.
Do you know how many I've got, or is that a terrible question to ask?
You have got 35. There are 103 more to get.
Kevin Sullivan.
Ding.
The Giant.
Ollie, that is your second strike.
What was my first strike?
You said Matt Riddle.
Yes.
I've forgotten.
So had I.
So I'm on one strike. I thought I had two strikes, which is why I just, fapped the Giant out there. There's so many. There's so many names.
There is officially.
You said 103 just now. I
Yeah.
don't think I've chipped away anymore.
103 names.
Okay. I might go out on any of these from this point on. Randy Savage.
Ding.
Surely Jeff. Jeff Jarrett.
Ding.
Do I just say David Arquette? I'm not going to say David. Who else is in the NWO? Oh, Dustin Rhodes.
Ding.
Of course. I think he's in that Sting match. I just can't remember anyone on the Dangerously side, unless I've already said the Hollywood Blondes. I was going down. Okay, let's just assume there was some jabroni NWO members in there at the end. So I'm going to say Buff Bagwell.
Ding.
Yes, Buff! Vincent.
And Ollie, that is your third and final strike.
I don't mind going out on Vincent.
I'm going to need you to take off your microphone and get the fuck out of here.
Got a filthy mouth too.
I did not like saying that. Yeah. Not to you. I couldn't say it to Dave.
What did you say to Dave?
Please leave. Hello and welcome to Survival Series, where we all tramampoline. Tramampoline!
Love that.
It is the birthday episode of Survival Series. It is our celebration episode of Survival Series. It's our birthday. We've been doing this for 3 years now? 2 years now?
2 years.
2 years going into our third year.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
how time works.
And today I'm joined by a champion many times over. It's Pete Quinnell.
Hello, it's me. I'm
many
here to win again.
How many times have you won?
3?
Yeah?
2? 3? I don't know. A few.
I think I'll get Adam to fact check that.
Yeah.
If this is your first time here, this is how the show works. I will be giving each of our contestants a specific wrestling category, and they must give me every answer in that specific wrestling category that they can. If they get an incorrect answer, they get a strike, and they only have 3 of those strikes.
Now, I'm not to interrupt or anything here, Luke, but I've noticed something. You're not Tempest.
No.
So, which makes me think
based on the events of the last anniversary episode, the Tempest is competing today.
He sure is.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not here to win today.
Not with that attitude. Yes, Tempest is in this episode. So,
Wonderful, love
yeah,
that.
you know, so there's something to aim for.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
Yeah, we'll see how you get on.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Believe in yourself, I believe in you. If you're enjoying this, why don't you head on over to patreon.com/WrestleTalk, where you can watch the uncut version of it and an exclusive bonus episode of Survival Series, which is live on the Patreon right now. Patreon.com/WrestleTalk. Now, with that admin out of the way, Pete, it is time for the game. Because I need you, Pete Quinnell, to name me every single War Games participant.
Okay. I don't think I'm going to be very good at this. I don't think I know a single War Games participant from WCW.
Well, it does include WCW,
Yep.
NWA, NXT, and WWE.
Yeah, I'm only going to get NXT and WWE. I don't know a single thing about War Games before WWE brought it back.
But you know people who wrestled in WCW, right?
Hazy.
Because I think you could probably have a stab in the dark. At
I
saying
could
some of
guess
those
some.
names. Yeah, that's all I'm after, Pete.
Yeah?
I'm just looking for you to do your best.
Cool. I'm going to see if I can get every single WWE and NXT one first, and then I will get all of the... I guess.
I like this attitude.
'Kay.
This is good.
Yeah.
So, Pete,
Hello.
with that said,
Yes.
can you name me someone who has been in a War Games match?
I can name one. That is correct. I can do that. Let's go with... Okay. Should we do... Are we going to do chronological? We're not going to do chronological. That's stupid. Let's just pick a match. Okay, let's do Survivor Series 22, which was the Bloodline one. So let's say Roman Reigns.
Ding!
Also on that team. Jey Uso.
Ding!
Jimmy Uso.
Ding!
Sami Zayn.
Ding!
It was a 5-person one, wasn't it? And then it was solo? Was it a 5-person?
Ding!
Yeah, solo. Thanks for counting that as a guess. I was just thinking, but that's okay.
Sorry. I'm making notes. I'm trying to keep up. You're doing real good.
You're not Tempest. Okay, on the opposing side of that team, there was definitely Kevin Owens.
Ding.
Obviously, a turn on him. Who else was in that War Games?
Uh-oh, Pete. Your plan has already
Who else
failed.
was in that War Games match? Everyone else was irrelevant. It didn't matter. It was Sammy and Kevin. That was the only people that mattered in that match. Ooh! Sheamus.
Ding!
Drew McIntyre.
Ding!
Five-person, right? Pete Dunne.
Ding!
He's been in NXT as well. So that might not be the answer for this one. Surely it wasn't Ridge Holland. Surely it wasn't Ridge Holland. Was it full Brawling Brutes, Kevin Owens, and Drew McIntyre? Am I going to waste a strike this early? Ridge Holland.
Ding!
Oh! Goody! Love that. Okay, great.
I would not have got that. Not in a month of Sundays that I have got Ridge Holland as an answer.
Love that. Okay. Now, did they have a women's War Games match on that show? Probably. Can I remember what happened? No. Okay. Is there a War Games one at 23? Surely there's a War Games at 23. Oh dear.
We did a live watch party for it, Pete. For Survivor Series.
That's when Punk returned. That's when Punk returned. Okay, who was in the ring when that happened? Oh, that must have been Judgment Day. Of course, it was Judgment Day, because Rhea Ripley ran down with the case and it was Randy. Okay, Randy Orton.
Ding!
Seth Rollins.
Ding!
I already said Sami Zayn. Don't count that as an answer! Whew! Nearly.
You are skirting,
And
Peter.
there was also Drew, who I've also said. So, not them. So let's say Damian Priest.
Ding!
Finn Balor, I assume.
Ding!
Must have been JD McDonough and Dominic Mysterio. JD McDonough,
Ding.
Dominic Mysterio.
Ding.
Cool. I think that was it for that War Games match. It was a 4. No! Cody Rhodes.
Ding.
Yeah. Missing people out. Wait, does that mean it was a 5-on-5? Oh, God. My brain. How many people did I say? So it was Sammy, Drew, Seth, Cody, Orton. So it was a 5-person babyface team. Means there must have been 5 on this side, which is Damian Priest, JD McDonough, Finn Balor, Dominic Mysterio, and someone else. Is there someone else in the Judgment Day? I think it was Carlito. My memory that bad? Why can't I not remember this?
And this is why I did not decide to do this every match in reverse chronological order.
That would have been really bad.
I thought, everyone will stumble at the first one.
Yeah, you're right. Okay. Who was the 5th in that match? There's no one else in Judgment Day, is there? Is there? Is it someone really obvious that I just should definitely get? They've been in Judgment Day the whole time, and I just can't think of them. Or is it just a random 5th person that they got for the match? You know what? I'm just going to leave it. I don't need to answer that. I don't bow down to you. I don't answer to anybody. I can do what I want. Okay, let's just leave that one. Was there a women's match on the show? Probably. Can I remember it? Not at all. Okay. Literally all I can think of, the only thing I think of when I think women's War Games match is Io Sky in a bin. So, you know what? Let's say Io Sky while we're here.
Ding.
All right. I'm more thinking of... I know she did that on the main roster as well, but I'm going to think about the NXT one because that's the one I can think of. So let's go with Dakota Kai as well, because that's more than one iconic... one of the more iconic War Games moments. Dakota Kai's heel turn. By extension then, even though she didn't technically enter the match, I don't think it still counts. So let's say Tegan Nox.
Ding.
Raquel Gonzalez / Rodriguez.
Ding.
Candice LeRae.
Ding.
Yeah, that's also part of that. Who else would have been around that time? No idea. All right, moving on then to others from another time period. Let's just pick another match. Let's say Adam Cole.
Ding.
Why was this the next person that my brain thought of? Pat McAfee.
I mean, it's ding. He's right.
Yeah. Kyle O'Reilly.
Ding.
Roderick Strong.
Ding.
Bobby Fish.
Ding.
Cool. Undisputed Era, who were in every War Games match forever.
Congratulations, you completed NXT War Games.
I win. Okay. Some other opponents. So you had Pat McAfee. Don't know who was on his side. Oh! Oni Lorcan.
Ding.
Danny Burch.
Ding.
Others, I'm pretty sure, were in that match, but don't know who else, so I'll leave it at that. We had Akam.
Ding.
And Razor.
Ding.
Yeah. Because they teamed with Roddy Strong in the 3-person one. So then we also had Sanity, which was Alexander Wolf.
Ding.
And Killian Dane.
Ding.
And Eric Young.
Ding.
Oh, I forgot that one for a sec. There was also Ricochet.
Ding.
And I think the War Raiders. Don't take that as an answer yet. Definitely Tommaso Ciampa.
Ding.
Feel like the War Raiders. Eric.
Ding.
Ivar.
Ding.
Cool. All right. I feel like that's every NXT men's War Games match because it's Undisputed Era plus others every time. Okay. So then that is... It's you and you. If there was Ciampa, would there have been Gargano? Would there have been a Gargano in one of them? Surely. I'm not going to say it because I can't think of him being in one right now. Maybe he was. Okay, let's move on then. Let's say some other people that I feel like should be in a War Games match. Mia Yim.
Ding.
Yeah. Cool. Now I'm going to go off the assumption that Damage Control were in a War Games match on the main roster. So let's say Bayley.
Ding.
Let's say Asuka.
Ding.
I already said Io Sky. She would have... Kairi debuted at Crown Jewel. So then she would have been there for War Games. If Kairi Sane.
Ding.
She might have been in NXT. I don't know. Cool. Who would have been on the babyface side against Damage Control? Could have also been in NXT, so let's just say it. Bianca Belair.
Ding.
Nice.
Where are you, Bianca Belair? There you are.
I was going to say, don't you retract my ding now.
I would never retract your ding.
You can't take that back. That's legally binding. Once you say ding, that's it. No takebacks.
Even if it's wrong.
Even if it's wrong. Doesn't matter. You said ding. No takebacks. Okay. So there's Bianca Belair. Who else was on SmackDown around the time of Damage Control? I'd assume Becky would be around at some point. Surely she's been in a War Games match. Becky Lynch.
Ding.
Cool. That's good.
You are currently on 44.
Out of 45.
Plus a few others. Out of 138.
Ooh! Oh, yeah, no, that's a few more. Okay. Gonna go out on a limb here. Dusty Rhodes.
Ding.
Cool. It's the only one I would pretty much guarantee would be from the old days would be Dusty. So that first one was Sanity, AOP, Roddy Strong, and Undisputed Era. Done. Undisputed Era, Ricochet, Dunn, and War Raiders, I think. And there was McAfee and others. I'm sure there was one other in there, but don't know who. There was also another one in there, but I can't remember who. That's fine, doesn't matter. I'm sure there are a bunch of other women's ones. I just don't know who was in any of them. Oh, did I say it? Oh no. This is the first time this has ever happened on Survivor Series for me, where I cannot remember if I've said her name or not. That's a lie. It's the second time this has ever happened. Oh no, have I said her or not? Oh dear. I don't think I did. Rhea Ripley?
Ding.
Oh, why did you take that breath in? Why did you do that to me?
I don't get to do this often. It's fun being on this side of the camera.
Okay, it's fine. Okay. I feel like I'm getting close to my limit for WWE names. Can't think who else would be in main roster ones. When did they bring that back? It was only in 22. The Bloodline was the first one. That was the first one they did it on main roster. So, I don't even know if there was a women's one that year. Maybe there was. I don't know. Thanks, Pete. You're welcome. That's just for you, Patreon backers. I let Ben have some water.
Don't let me drink.
I'm benevolent. Ben Evolent. That's an RPG character name. My name is Ben Evolent. Okay. So let's go back. Let's go back in time to WCW. Who are some WCW wrestlers? Sting.
Ding.
Cool.
Ding.
It's Ding. Who else was in WCW? See, the thing is as well, I don't even know what era of WCW we're talking about. I don't know when War Games happened. I just know that Dusty made it. Is this the 80s? Is this early 90s? I don't know. Is this a 2000? It's not, obviously not the 2000s. Is this the 70s? It could be. I don't know. Jeff Jarrett.
Ding.
Ah, nice. Vader.
Ding.
Oh, I'm on a roll. Okay. And this is where I immediately get a strike. No, that's a dumb answer. Don't say that. DDP.
Ding.
Oh.
DD Ping.
DD Ping.
Or DD Ding, I should have said.
DD Ding. That's much better.
But I was too busy thinking of DDP.
Yeah. It's gonna say Vince Russo. I'm not doing that. Booker T.
Ding.
Jesus, War Games happened later than I thought it did. Hogan,
Ding.
Scott Hall,
Ding.
Kevin Nash,
Ding.
6.
Ding.
Okay. Now, this is probably going to be my first strike, but I feel like I want to say it anyway. Hugh Morris.
Pete, that is your first strike.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. Yeah.
Unfortunately, General Erection was not in a War Games match.
I just wanted to name WCW names. That's all. I'm not going to say Disco Inferno. Okay. Chris Benoit.
Ding.
I doubt that they would have been in, so I'm not going to say them. Oh, maybe they did. No, I'm not going to say it. If I get really desperate, I'm going to say Eddie Guerrero, but I'll wait on that over here because I like Rey Mysterio. I don't know. I'll leave that over there. Who else would have been in War Games? Who else was in WCW? At any point? Chuck Palumbo. I don't know. I'm not saying that as an answer. Don't take that. Imagine if that's an answer. Then Sean O'Hare. Imagine. Who was in the Alliance?
All the big stars of WCW.
The Rock. He was WCW champion. Fuck it. Chuck Palumbo.
And Pete, that is your second strike. Sadly, Chuck Palumbo was not in a War Games
well,
match.
you know, he could have been.
He could have been.
Yeah.
Just double check the Wikipedia page, but no, he is not.
Yeah. Chuck Palumbo was not in it. And Dean Malenko.
And Pete, that is your third and final strike.
Understandable.
I'm going to need you to remove your microphone and please, kindly, get the fuck out.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. I thought you were going to be really nice. I thought you were going to be like, and please leave. To like put your own spin on it.
Yeah,
you
well,
know?
I did, you know.
You don't have to be vulgar.
I did that to Dave Meltzer.
I'm not worthy of being polite too?
Pete, I just asked you. I said please.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Please fuck off. You're still not fucking off, Pete. I've got more of these in film.
Right off. You know, I have to remove my mic first. And then get the fuck out. Take my time now.
I can see that. And now you're just being picked up on my microphone because you turned your own one
I
off.
turned mine off.
Yeah.
That's what I'm supposed to do.
Unprofessionally, Pete. We cut cameras first. Ben's so upset now.
I didn't even say cut. I gave him water.
Hello and welcome to Survival Series, where we all trampoline.
That is not the correct voice.
That's because, Dan, it's the birthday episode. It's our celebration episode.
Happy birthday, happy birthday. Remember that song?
Yep.
There you go.
Don't sing it too much. We're going to get
Yeah,
copyright flagged this early on.
Because I sound exactly like
Oh,
the
you were
record.
pitch perfect.
Yeah, I
on
was.
it.
That's great, yeah.
But it also means that I am hosting because Tempest is participating.
Oh my god. Yeah, just checking the colours.
So he's not behind you, don't worry.
Just checking the colour scheme. That's what that was.
If you're new to this show, this is how the game works. I will be asking each of our competitors to name a specific wrestling category, and they have to tell me all of the answers about that specific wrestling category and give me as many correct answers as they possibly can, with only 3 strikes.
That's nice.
If you enjoy this format, you can head on over to patreon.com/WrestleTalk to see the uncut version of the show and watch a bonus exclusive episode as well, just for your delightful eyes. Dan,
Before we do that, can I just check I don't have anything in my teeth? I had a biscuit on the way down.
this is staying in
It was
the
a
edit.
ball- I actually had two bourbons. Everything's fine. Good.
Keep all that in, Adam. We'll expose him. Expose him for who he really is.
They've been new at this stage.
Dan, with all of that admin out of the way, I need you, Dan Layton, to name me every single Survival Series category in reverse chronological order.
This is so funny. I joked about this upstairs, and I was like, who'd click on that? The answer is you. Are you doing a bit? Is this what we're actually doing?
No, it's not what we're doing.
Because I was like, it's kind of funny, but also let's be serious. Let's not eat ourselves. Okay, good.
But if you could you do it?
Well, not obviously. Well, this one would be every Survival Series. Then we did WCW Champions. Then we did. I won that one. What
Dan
was it?
Layton, I need you to tell me every single War Games participant.
Ooh.
In no order. You just need to name people who have been in a War Games match.
Oh, how fun. Okay. This is interesting.
So this includes NWA, WCW, NXT, and WWE.
But does not include Blood and Guts.
Nope,
It's
that is
not
not,
officially
it's
War
not
Games.
a War Games match. This does not include Lethal Lockdown.
Okay.
Does not include...
Nothing includes Legal Lockdown.
Hey, it's lethal for
Yeah,
starters.
fucked it. All right, we all saw it. Right. Okay. Fine. Any other technical info?
No, that's it. No, just, do your best.
Okay.
With that said, Dan, name me someone who has been in a War Games match.
Cody Rhodes,
Ding.
Seth Rollins,
Ding.
Sami Zayn.
Give me a second. Ding. Hold on. Ding and ding.
Okay, but when that happens, you have to tell me what I just said.
So you said you have had Cody Rhodes, Sami Zayn, and Seth Rollins.
Okay. Jey Uso,
Ding.
Randy Orton.
Ding.
On the other side of that coin was Drew McIntyre,
Ding.
Damien Priest,
Ding.
Finn Balor,
Ding.
JD McDonough,
Ding.
Dominic,
Ding.
Mysterio. Though he was involved.
All right, just give me 2 seconds so I can catch up. Dom. JD. And Damian Priest. Sorry, you're doing so much faster than everyone else is, and I've clearly lost all of my touch. There you are. I can't spell. I can't do the alphabet. Great. And yep, I am now all caught up.
Okay. So let's go back a year before with the first WWE Survivor Series War Games match. There'll be some similar people, but there won't be loads of similar people. There'll be some whatever. So, Sammy at that point was still on the Bloodline side. Jimmy Uso.
Ding.
And Roman Reigns.
Ding.
Okay, so that's those four. I think this was a 4-on-4. Who was on the other side? Kevin Owens.
Ding.
Probably Cody. Sheamus.
Ding.
And Drew was there as well. Now, was there a fifth? Who would be the fifth in the Bloodline? I don't think they did get a fifth. I don't think they did get a fifth because the Bloodline don't have friends. Oh, wait. Solo Sikoa. Is he in the match? And if he's in the match, who's their fifth person? Was Paul Heyman in the match? Probably not. Solo had debuted by then, right? He's yeah. Drew, Sheamus, Cody, Kevin Owens. Fifth person. Solo Sikoa.
Ding.
So there's someone, but I don't know who it is. So we'll come back to that. Let's do the women. Bianca Belair.
Ding.
Io Shirai.
Ding.
Flash Sky. They're on opposing teams. Rhea Bloody Ripley.
Bloody ding.
Nikki Cross.
Ding.
Bayley.
Ding.
Dakota Kai.
Ding.
Becky Lynch.
Ding.
And who did Damage Control hang out with that day? Oh, Charlotte Flair.
Ding.
I think I've got two matches confused, you know. I have. So Charlotte and Becky. Who did Bayley fling herself? Yeah, because it was Damage Control twice. Then there was the one where Nikki Cross sat on top of the cage because she's wacky. And Rhea wasn't involved in that one. Or was she involved in that one because she was pulling double duty? No, that one, I swear she faced Zoe Stark. So she wasn't in it. Who would be Michin?
Ding.
Okay. Who would be hanging out with the heels? Who would play with Damage Control? Asuka.
Ding.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because that was. Oh, and Kairi Sane.
Ding.
So it was all 5 of Damage Control. That's fine. That's fine. And the year before that, it would have been. I'm gonna say. Damage Control for 3. We're gonna move on. We're just gonna move on, and I'm gonna go back to, because I've remembered we've got NXT, Tegan Nox.
Ding.
And that's where Dakota Kai's ding comes from, but it may also come from the main roster, but I don't know. I'm confused. My strategy's falling apart.
And so early.
Yeah, well, it's not a surprise. These people have seen it. These ones over here. These frauds. Shayna
Ding.
Raquel Rodriguez?
Ding.
Oh, okay. We've said Bianca. Okay, let's put pause on the women, and let's give the men some airtime. How about that?
It's about time.
Adam Cole,
Ding.
Roderick Strong,
Ding.
Kyle O'Reilly,
Ding.
Bobby Fish.
Ding.
Oh no! They all meld into one. I remember the pop, but I don't know who was on the good side and who was on the bad side. Ricochet.
Ding.
Who else jumped off stuff? Was he gone? But when did they do the first War Games? Johnny Gargano.
Ding.
Now, I have an image in my head of Pat McAfee and a cage. But was that a War Games cage, or was it just your regular old cage? It feels like they could protect Pat McAfee in a War Games cage, which sounds like it shouldn't work, but also probably does, by having loads of other people and lots of bells and indeed whistles. And who was hanging out with Damage Control in 2022? Bianca and friends. Alexa Bliss.
Ding.
There she is. Knew it. Alright. But I don't know if she was baddie or goodie. I think she was baddie by that. Well, she wasn't because she turned in January. Maybe it was Asuka again. Oh, Sodom. Did Sanity get involved in a War Games match at any point? It feels like they're going to put together groups of people to do that. And Sanity's a good shout, but were they called up to the main roster and not used at the time of War Games? This is a good one for me to... Is this going out in November?
Yeah.
I could have revised that, couldn't I? I could have...
You know, if you'd have put some thought into it, you...
Well, it's because it's being referred to as a celebratory birthday episode.
Yeah.
So I was looking at champions again. I thought we'd just do the same thing for the rest of time.
What, just do WWE Champions again?
Yep.
Tempest,
Or maybe
Tempest completed that.
Maybe one of the other ones, like Intercontinental Champions.
Yeah, who cares? Who cares about that belt? It's November, it's War Games.
Excuse me. Gunther made it feel good.
Gunther makes everything feel good.
Feel good. He's not been in one, has he? Let's be honest. No, of course he hasn't. Okay, let's try and do some names of yore. Ric Flair.
Ding.
Harley Race.
Dan, that is your first strike.
Maybe stay where you're better acquainted. Sting.
Ding.
There you
Boom.
go. Who else is from NXT? Who would be in the North American Championship picture? Because there was no. Well, maybe I'll try Pat. No. Pat McAfee.
Ding.
Hey! I learned from last episode when I put someone on the back burner and then just didn't use them. Tommaso Ciampa?
Ding.
Samoa Joe.
That is your second strike.
This is about the limit we're at. I don't think I'm getting much further with this. Because I can't see any cards in my head, which is frustrating. I'm seeing the black and yellow graphics. I'm seeing... I'm seeing an excitement in my personal life, but I'm not seeing faces on those graphics. And I can't remember heel and face dynamics. I remember Kevin Owens coming out, but I can't remember if he was against the Undisputed Era or with them. I think he was against them, but I can't remember. I just can't remember. I can't remember. I can't remember. I can remember the pop. I remember sharing the pop. I can't remember the pop. I can't remember. I can't remember. Who else is old? Who else do I feel like? Dusty Rhodes.
Ding.
Of course he was. And I'm going to go out on Terry Funk.
Ding.
Well, I'm not going to go out on Terry Funk. I think 4 old person names is quite respectable for someone as youthful as me.
Dan and I are broadly the same age.
That is incorrect. That is like, we are literally different generations.
That is not true.
No,
at all,
you
Dan.
are an absolute Gen X.
You were born in the 80s.
By literally less than 48 hours.
You were born in the 80s, Dan, as was I. And we are both millennials.
I was born
I am not a Gen Xer.
in 1989 for a grand total of 2 days.
80s babies. Both millennials. I wish I was a Gen Xer. They're at least cool.
And rich. And not blamed for anything.
Why, right? We took the blame for every single thing. And also, Gen Xers aren't rich either.
No, they've at least got houses.
Yeah.
I
have a house.
See?
Good for you.
Thanks. It's massive.
I rent a box.
It's got 4 bathrooms.
Oh my god.
How are we the same generation?
What, are you old as well?
I'm also a millennial.
When were you born?
94. So
94.
94?
Why do you look older than me?
And maybe all the cigarettes.
That'll be it. And the extensive surgery. That's, yeah.
And the Waluigi mustache.
And then of course we have Courtney, who's 96.
I'm 97. I'm a Gen Z.
I mean, I said you were 96 years old. That was the joke I was doing. I didn't mean to accidentally get your age bang on. Thank you for that. Oh God. Who else is like Magnum TA? That sounds like someone who'd have been in a WarGames match. Who else? Who's he friends with?
Magnum PI.
Magnum almond flavour. Again, I've got Hogan in cages, but that's not cages next to each other. That's cages piled on top of each other, and it's stupid. Maybe he was in one anyway. I don't want to go out on Hulk Hogan. I'm not gonna. Fuck you, Hulk Hogan. Dickhead. I don't think it would have been Bobby Roode. I don't think it would have been Shinsuke. I think he was main roster by that point. I don't think... Who else have we got in the women's division? So we've got... See, the problem is the women who've done it in NXT will have then done it on the main roster as well. Except for Tegan Nox. What's Tegan Nox up to these days? I hope she's alright. Is she injured?
I think she's hurt.
She's always injured.
Yeah. Either that or she's, got Natalia'd.
Just chilling out in catering.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've said Ricochet, I've said Gargano, I've said Ciampa. Wouldn't be any of the Revival people, wouldn't be any of the Alpha people, certainly wouldn't be the Vaudevillains, but they're in my head, so I'm saying them so they go away. Wouldn't be... I've said all of Undisputed Era. I've said... Keith Lee!
Ding!
Great. Aleister Black.
And that is your third and final strike.
That's all right. I've done the 4 guys. The 4 guys that Triple H liked, and one of them was wrong, and that's fine.
With that said, Dan, I will need you to remove your microphone from your person and please, kindly, with all due respect, fuck off.
That's so much more vicious than the actual line. You fuck off.
Love you.
Okay.
Hello and welcome to Survival Series, the show where we trampoline.
Trampoline!
Today, I'm joined by Tempest.
Hello! Here I was thinking I'm defending this title I've yet to be beaten at this here show, making my annual appearance on this side of the camera. I have no idea what the topic is, and you know what? I don't think it's gonna matter.
It is the birthday episode. It's a celebratory episode of Survival Series. So, of course, we get the man behind the camera, behind the desk. Last year, you certainly showed us all up.
It's the reason I don't play, Luke. It's the reason I belong on that side of the camera.
Are you confident again?
Always.
You're
Always.
Oh, I love this confidence. It's what I like to see. This is what we never see on Survival Series, is people being confident about themselves.
Everybody's always sat here going, ooh, oh God, what's it gonna be? Oh, am I gonna be all right? Did I study the right thing? I don't need to study. You can give me any topic. Hit me with it.
If this is your first time here, this is how the show works. I will be giving our contestants a specific wrestling category, and they've got to give me as many answers as they possibly can within that specific wrestling category, with only 3 strikes. And if you enjoy this, head on over to patreon.com/WrestleTalk to watch the uncut version of this show and a bonus exclusive episode of Survival Series. Now that admin is out of the way, let's get to the topic and a bit more admin. Today, Tempest, I would like you to name me every single WARGAMES participant.
Ooh, November, innit? Okay.
It is November. There was a rumor going around the office that I might have done Survival Series topics in reverse chronological order, but I thought that was unfair to Brian Alvarez and Dave Meltzer.
I'm sure they're big fans of the show and could tell you every single fucking one of these that we've done over the last 2 years.
So I thought, let's try this one instead. Now, of course, the admin. This includes NWA, WCW, NXT, and WWE versions of WARGAMES, and I will need you to give me your answers whenever you're ready.
So no Smoky Mountain, Rage in the Cage.
No, there's no lethal
No
lockdown.
lethal lockdowns.
Oh, believe me, I nearly put it on. But
So-
that's just for my own.
I was not quite paying complete attention. AEW's not included? No blood
AEW
and
is
guts?
not included. This is
Okay.
specifically War Games matches, not the spin-offs or anything like that.
You got it.
Otherwise, I would have definitely put Lethal Lockdown on here, because how else am I going to get a Bully Ray answer?
Naturally. I think, technically speaking, there was one War Games match done in MLW, but I couldn't tell you a single person in it. So that's the extent of my knowledge of MLW. Wait for the Patreon episode of every MLW champion to come up.
So with that said, Tempest, just a off-camera thing, if you can give me a little bit of time, because I do have to search for these names, and I will give you a ding when you give me a correct answer, which I'm sure you will. Tempest, with all of that admin out of the way, this footage has been rolling longer than Brian Alvarez lasted. Please tell me someone who has participated in War Games.
Let's start with Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes, ding!
Adrenaline in my soul. All right, I'm gonna try and start this in reverse chronological order, or some such form of it. So we've got Cody out of the way. We'll go with Randy Orton.
Ding!
We'll go with Jey Uso.
Ding!
We'll go with Sami Zayn.
Ding!
I don't think there were more people than that on the babyface side last year. Maybe I'll forget one out, but that's fine. On the other side, it was Judgment Day, so we'll go Damian Priest.
Ding!
We'll go Finn Balor.
Ding!
We'll go Dirty Dominic Mysterio.
Ding!
And we'll go JD McDonough.
Ding, ding, JD McDing.
There was no Carlito in the Judgment Day at that point. Still can't believe that I could say that he is in the Judgment Day. Sorry, Edge. I'm sure your vision really had Carlito and JD McDumbass coming out to that music.
In all fairness, I think the Carlito is a better member of the Judgment Day than Edge ever was.
Fine. Yeah, it's the reason he cut his hair short again. I prefer long-haired Edge.
Me too. Short hair Edge just feels too retirement-y.
Yeah, it's when he came out at his Hall of Fame deal in 2012 and he'd cut his hair and I was like, oh God, it's really over.
I have the same thing with Danielson. Seen with short hair, I'm like, you're a GM.
Yeah.
You're not an American dragon.
Right.
Grow
so,
your hair out, hippie.
2023, done with. 2022, Bloodline War Games. So I've said Jey Uso. Give me Jimmy Uso.
Ding.
Give me... Double check. Yeah. Give me Solo Sikoa.
Ding.
Give me Roman Reigns.
Ding.
Now on the other side of that...
Ooh.
Ooh! Curious. Because Drew McIntyre was also in the one from last year. Which means there was another person on the other side. No! Drew McIntyre was part of the Judgment Day thing. He was in that one anyway. Drew McIntyre.
Ding.
Excellent. Which means there's a baby face that I've forgotten from that team. Cody Rhodes' team of Avengers. And I cannot, for the life of me, remember who that would be. But it doesn't matter. We're going to move on. Because we're going to go back to the Bloodline War Games match. So we've nailed off, I think, the entire Bloodline team at this point. The Usos, Solo, Sami, and Roman. That's all done. On the other side, we've got, I think Drew was involved in that. I think. But regardless, we'll give me Sheamus.
Let me catch
He's the one on the poster.
Sheamus. Ding.
Give me Kevin Owens.
Ding.
Give me Ridge Holland.
Amazingly, ding.
So you forget about that one, don't you? He was in one of the NXT ones anyway. I would have gotten to him. Was Pete Dunne in it? / Butch? I think he was. I think that was the team. It was Drew, KO, and the Brawling Brutes. Because if Ridge Holland's in it, surely Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne.
Ding.
He was in an NXT one. I don't know why I'm worried so much about that. But that's 2022, done with. And I'm pretty sure that's the first one, because that's the Triple H takeover year. So that's WWE main roster. Wait a minute, there are women. There are also women. Forgot about women. They exist.
It's like AEW in 2019. I forgot about the women.
So, okay, we'll bring it back around. So we've got Damage Control, because that was the... God, I can't remember these matches very well. Io Sky.
Ding.
Oh dear. Why have I forgotten these matches?
Isn't it remarkable? When you were
Yeah.
talking about last year's War Games, I was like, you're like, there's another babyface. I'm like, I don't know if there was. Like,
Yeah,
and
surely there was.
And if there was, I don't know who it is.
Yeah. My God, there's too many people.
When I was doing this list and I saw Cody Rhodes had been in a War Games, I was like, was he? Mm-hmm. Huh, I'd have thought it'd been a big deal that Cody Rhodes was in a War Games match.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Women. Because Io Sky likes to jump off the thing with a trash can on her head. She's done it like 3 times.
And you've loved it every time.
Sure. Okay. So it was late in the year. It's all of Damage Control, so I'll say Bailey.
Ding.
Who else is in that? Was Dakota Kai hurt at the time? I feel like it's always a decent shout that she might be hurt at the time. I don't... Do they have to have gotten in the match?
If they are listed as a participant, they have been included.
Okay. Because I'm thinking Dakota Kai and Tegan Nox from that one where they had their kerfuffle and then never made it into the cage. But I'm pretty sure they'd still be listed as the teams. So I'll say Dakota Kai.
Dakota Kai, ding.
I'll leave Tegan Nox for later. Kairi Sane.
Ding.
Cool. 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 That might be all of that one. I don't know if it was 5-on-5 or 4-on-4. Who were they facing? I don't remember. I don't remember at all. Either year. So we'll park the women to one side for a moment.
Let's forget about the women again.
Let's forget about the women again. God, it looks bad. We'll go to NXT. And we've got the NXT 2.0 versus NXT Originals one. I think I can do that whole lineup. So Braun Breaker.
Ding.
Carmelo Hayes.
Ding. 1 second. Carmelo Hayes, ding.
Tony D'Angelo.
Ding.
And who was the last one on that team? It's like, oh, it was Grayson Waller.
Ding.
Nice. So that's NXT Rainbow, NXT Black and Gold. You've got LA Knight.
Ding.
You've got Tommaso Ciampa.
Ding.
You've got Jonathan Garganathan.
Ding.
Courtney thinks that's a real name. Who else? I think Pete Dunne was in that one, and I've already said him. Pretty sure he was the last guy. So we'll park that one over there. We'll bring the women back for the 2.0 thing, because Cora Jade is in one.
Ding.
And then I think it's like Toxic Attraction and somebody. It's like Toxic Attraction and a crazy person or something. It's like Shotzi or something. Doesn't matter. Mandy Rose.
Mandy Rose, ding.
JC Jane.
Ding.
I think her name is Gigi Dolan.
Ding.
Priscilla Kelly, whatever her name is, regardless, that person.
The easy one to remember is JC Jane because JC Jane
Why is that easy to remember?
is a fake ass bitch.
Oh, that's right. Oh, NXT. Okay. I don't remember the other women of the time. I feel like I've probably said a good amount of them because there's Toxic Attraction against the others. And I know Io was one because she popped Cora Jade's arm back in. That match was not very good. So we'll park that to one side. We'll say that that's the NXT 2.0 War Games. We'll go back another year to, was that 2021? That would have been 2021. So 2020, the Pandemic War Games, which is the Undisputed Era against Pat McAfee and company. So Pat McAfee.
Ding.
Ridiculous. This is the one where Birch and Lorcan are in it. So Oni Lorcan.
Only Lorcan, ding.
Danny Birch.
Ding.
And I'm pretty sure Pete Dunne's the last one on that team because you got to have Pete Dunne in there to supplement Pat McAfee despite his best efforts. On the other side, you've got the Undisputed Era, which is going to take out one half of pretty much all the other War Games matches, but we'll get through them. Adam Cole,
Ding.
Kyle O'Reilly,
Ding.
Roddy Strong,
Ding.
Bobby Fish.
Ding.
Away with you, all of you off to AEW, one at a time, and somehow never all of them at the same time. Really annoying that. Anyway, go back a stage further to 2019 then. Wait, 2020, women. Keep forgetting about the women, because that's the year where Io Sky jumps off the thing with the trash can on her head. Raquel Gonzalez beats her. So Raquel Gonzalez.
Ding.
I don't know about the rest of them. That's the finish of the match. Because she power bombs her on the steel grate that's between the two rings. And that's how they set up her taking the title off of Io 5-6 months later. Okay. Park them. Park them somewhere else. Okay. Sorry, women. Sorry. Right. So, 2019 then. This is the one where both of the matches are really good. So, this, for some reason, was a takeover I skipped. Didn't care about War Games at this point. So, I know I've watched the women's one back because I think the women's one for a time was the best War Games match WWE had done. So I can remember that one because that's the one with Dakota Kai and Tegan Nox. So if her name is on the thing, I'm going to say Tegan Nox.
Ding.
Okay. Excellent. That's the babyface team. And this is where a lot of people started turning because I think Bianca Belair is still a heel at this point. So, Rhea Ripley.
Ding.
She's on that team. I think Candice LeRae is the other one. I think. Candice LeRae.
Ding.
Thank God. Okay. Whew. Only a few more years. and then no more women to get me tripped up.
It really is like AEW in 2019.
Really is. Okay. And then the other side, Io, we've done. Bianca Belair.
Ding.
She's on that team. This is Shayna's era, so Shayna Baszler.
Ding.
And who else? Who else? Because the babyface team's the one that gets cut in half when Dakota turns on Tegan, takes her out. They both leave, and then I'm pretty sure it's Candice and Rhea who take on the other 4 and win. And that's Shayna, Io, Belair, and someone. And I can't remember who that last one is. I'll park them somewhere else. The men's side, this is where things get swapped around, because this is when Finn Balor had come back down to NXT, was gonna face Gargano at this show, but Gargano gets concussed, and they remove Riddle from the War Games match to have a match with Balor on this show. So it's not Riddle, but he's on the graphic in my mind. Elsewhere, this is where Kevin Owens comes in. Well, I mean, one half of it is just the Undisputed Era. That's easy. But the babyface side, I think, is Ciampa, Owens, Keith Lee, and Dijak. So I'm going to say Keith Lee.
Ding.
And Dijak.
Ding.
I think that's it. I think that's that match. So we'll then go back to 2018. 2018, did they have a women's one? I don't think they did. I think it was just the men's one. And this is the one where they do the really contrived walk to the center of the ring, and then the camera like walks down the middle and pulls back out as they're all like looking at each other. So on one hand, it was Undisputed Era again, and on the other side, it was Pete Dunne, it was Ricochet.
Is that an answer?
That is
Ding.
Ricochet. And then the Viking Raiders, so whatever you want to call them, Hanson and Ray Rowe, or Eric and Ivar if you prefer.
I'll give you both of those.
Thank you. Double ding. And that should be all of that. So 2018 over here, 2017, they do the weird 3-way War Games match. So it's the Undisputed Era original trio on one side. It's then Sanity as the other one, and then Roderick Strong and the Authors of Pain. So I'll go Akam
Ding.
and Razor.
Ding.
That's that one. Then Eric Young,
Ding.
Killian Dane,
1 second. Ding.
Big D, and I will say Alexander Wolf.
Ding.
Excellent. That is the WWE umbrella, minus the women, of course, done with. Go all the way back. Now you've got the ridiculous War Games matches that they had at the tail end. There's one on Nitro that is simply not a War Games match, but they called it as such. I don't know if that's going to count. I would imagine maybe it would. But regardless, there are a bunch of these War Games matches. So now I'm going to actually have to test my brain power a little bit. So Dangerous Alliance, we'll do that one, because this is top-notch War Games. Best War Games match ever. You've got Steve Austin.
Ding.
You've got Larry Zbyszko.
Let me just... No, Steve, and then Larry Zbyszko. Ding.
You've got Arn Anderson.
Ding.
And you've got Rick Rude.
Ding.
I think that's that whole team. I might be forgetting someone, but we'll leave that be. I can't remember everyone who's on Sting's squadron. I think it's like Sting and Koloff and people like that, but I'll come back to them. You've got the horrible 3-on-3-on-3 one at Fall Brawl 98, and it's the worst fucking match I've ever seen in my life. So we'll go Hogan.
Ding.
We'll go Bret Hart, that is.
Ding.
Who the fuck else is in this match? It's so terrible. It's 3-on-3-on-3, but they're all fighting each other because it actually doesn't matter what team you're on. Nash.
Kevin Nash. Ding. Big sexy.
Is Warrior in the match, or is he just doing a fucking run-in? Can't remember. So I'm going to ignore it. as I would like to do with that match in general. We'll go with the Shark.
Ding.
He's a shark, you see.
I love the Shark.
From the Great Barrier Reef. They paid Michael Buffer like $2 million to say those words.
Uh-huh. I think the dungeon didn't get too much shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, what a great gimmick. This water, it's not hot.
Give me, I'm pretty sure the Shockmaster is one of them. So the Shockmaster.
He will shock you, ding.
Uh-huh. Okay. My God. They've all merged together. These horrible matches.
Like all WCW WarGames matches do in the mid-90s.
They're all together as one big thing.
They may as well be the WWF mid-card from between like 2005 and 2019.
That's just you. That's just you. Give me that. I'll do them all. I'll name the entire roster. Oh, you'll be over here like Tyler Rex. Ding. Kurt Hawkins. Ding. Ricky Ortiz. Ding. DJ Gabriel. Ding. Anyway, shout out to DJ Gabriel. Wonder what he's doing these days. Give me...
Is that an official answer?
No, it is not, in fact. Give me Kurt Hennig.
Kurt, ding.
Give me Dustin Rhodes.
Ding.
Give me Sid.
Ding.
Give me Brian Pillman.
Let me just quickly do Sid. Yep, and Brian Pillman is a ding.
I'm just picking out names now. People that I know were in them. I think the first ones were the Horsemen against like the Road Warriors and Dusty and everything. So give me J.J. Dillon.
Ding.
Give me Tully Blanchard.
Ding.
Which version of the Horsemen was this? Barry would have had to have been in one of them. Barry Windham.
Barry Windham, ding.
Great. Hawk.
Hawk, I will give you. Ding.
Animal.
Ding.
Dusty Rhodes.
Ding.
Not sure about Magnum. Not sure about Magnum TA. Sure he was in one, but I can't remember. Can't do it. Okay. Were the Samoans in one? The Samoan SWAT team? Maybe? Was that WCW Nitro one gonna count? I don't know. Booker T.
Ding.
Okay. That doesn't answer that question totally. I know Vince Russo's in it. He's got like a football helmet on. Twat. Ooh. I am well, Koloff.
Ding.
Have I said Sting? Surely. I know I said Sting Squadron. I don't remember if I actually said Sting. Did I say Sting? Oh, this is the problem a lot of people run into these days. Let's have a look at the women again. Who are women that would have been involved in this thing? Becky Lynch?
Ding.
Charlotte Flair?
Ding.
Because they had they had their hug, their makeup moment after hating each other for half a decade. Okay, that actually makes me feel better about those. Thank you, women, and what you've contributed to my wrestling fandom.
Thanks, women.
Thanks, women. Okay. Oh, God, I don't know. Who was in that garbage Nitro thing? I think, like, Chronic is in it or something. Maybe? Maybe Chronic. I don't know. Jesus almighty. Okay. There's a lot. Like, every Fall Brawl has a WarGames match, and so many of them are nothing. NWO's involved. Scott Hall's got to have been in one.
Ding.
I hadn't given that as an official guess, but I was about to, so I'll take it. Okay.
Sorry, there was such a pause there, I assumed it was an official answer.
How many are there?
There are 138. You have given me 77.
Is that... No, that's more than half. Okay. Ooh, okay. I don't know if I can get to 100, but that's a lot. How many... Well, they ran WarGames matches like every week in the Carolinas and stuff. I don't know who would have counted of any of those people. Okay. Ooh. racking my brain here. Maybe the Samoans are in them. Sting and Koloff. Who else was on that team? I don't think I've said Luger yet. Lex Luger.
Ding.
Nice. Randy Savage.
Randy Savage. Ding.
I can just go through the WCW main event scene.
I'm glad someone said Randy Savage. Who would forget him?
Who could possibly have forgotten Randy Savage? Right. So, let's just go through some WCW champions. There's only so many of those.
It's like you get to do the last Survival series.
Yeah.
In this episode.
I do bang up job on that one. Sid, I've said... I don't know if I said Sting! Sting.
Ding.
Yes!
Ding!
It's Sting!
It's Ding!
It's Ding. Okay. So that closes that tab in my brain, which is good. Like that. God, there's a lot of like nothing ones. The one where the guy's got his neck injured and he goes in anyway to start, I think that was Pillman. So I'm not going to say that. Who was on the teams? Isn't like Steve McMichael in one of these, I think. Steve McMichael.
Ding.
Oh, Mongo.
A Mongo-sized ding.
Shout out to Mongo.
Shout out to Mongo. I've said some terrible things about Mongo in the past.
Hell of a football player.
Not a great wrestler.
No, but a hell of a football player. All right. Because there's one of them where it's like, why did you start with these folks? And I think that might have been that one. Benoit.
Benoit, ding.
Dean Malenko.
And that is your first strike.
Oh. Consarn it. It's in that, like, everybody's a horseman, but no one's a horseman era, right? Where, yeah.
And Mongo was a horseman.
Mongo was a horseman, and so was Dean Malenko. Wow, okay. It's one strike lost. Who else we got? Who else is a possible? I could look back at the women again. Potentially, maybe. Who could have faced the women of WWE? Who is in the mix? I've said Bianca Belair. Shotzi.
Ding.
She cut that horrible promo.
Oh, you need to narrow that down a little bit more.
The people know which one I'm talking about. It gets shared around Twitter a lot. Okay, that actually is that women's Survivor Series team done. So that's cool. I don't have to worry about that one anymore. I think that was last year. Who's to say? Maybe it was the year before. I don't know. I don't think Alexa Bliss has done one. Asuka might have done one. Maybe. I don't know. Who was that last one that was on the crazy ass Thingio Toxic Attraction team? Because it is just like Toxic Attraction and person. And I can't remember who that was. I probably already said them. WCW, eh? WCW. Ah, those early ones. It's tough. I think Magnum was probably hurt by the time and all that. But that's a name. That's in my maybe pile. Magnum TA and his glorious mustache.
One of the greatest mustaches in the world.
I don't like a mustache, but I like that mustache.
Look at that as a mustache.
Snowy Eli Cottonwood.
Look at that beautiful mustache.
No.
What?
No.
Get out of here, Ben.
Someone put a picture of Waben's mustache on the screen right here, trying to talk down on Magnum TA.
That's just a half. That's a half handlebar.
That is a man's mustache
That's a
right there.
bicycle mustache.
No, it is not. That is
Yes,
a
it
man's mustache right there.
I've not said it. Vince Russo.
And that is your second strike.
Ooh, okay. That one doesn't count, I don't think. Or maybe he just wasn't actually a participant in the match. Who's to say? Ooh, spent both my strikes now. Darn you, Dean Malenko. Ooh. I have no idea how well Dave has done on this. Do the Luke tactic. Is there anything around here that can help me in any possible way? Look, code names things. I'll flip through all the code names bits. Remember No Holds Barred? I do. Tanahashi wasn't a thing yet. I'm sure Beefcake must have been on it in one of his many forms. One of Hogan's friends. Surely, you know, one of them ends with just like a bear hug in the middle of the ring. It's like nothing. Oh God, I'm nervous now. Who else is in that terrible one? Because there's a Team WCW, there's a Team Wolfpack, and there's a Team Hollywood. And I've got like someone from each of them, but I don't know who else is on each of those teams. Because it's for a shot at the title. I feel like Stevie Ray is in it. Is Stevie Ray one of the people in that match? I feel like he is. I feel like it's a really dumb thing to have done. Yeah, Stevie Ray's going to be your next world champion. The Giant? Was he too big for that cage? I feel like he was. I don't recall seeing the Giant in any of these matches. I've watched them all. Steamboat? Steamboat would have been along in those early ones, maybe. He's a real good wrestler, but nothing's jumping out when I say Steamboat. Ditto like a Buff Bagwell? It's all like vague. I'm trying to remember the list entry cards from the lists of parts fun known. Go and watch them, the best and worst War Games matches. I watched every fucking War Games match ever in like a week span so I could do these lists for you people. I'm really, really proud of them. But there are also loads of names from TNA because I did include Lethal Lockdown.
As you should. As we all know, it's the king version of War Games.
Naturally. I could just say Garrett Bischoff. Willow.
Now we're talking. Actual wrestlers, actual
Yep.
stars.
Marcus Von Corvon, whatever his name is. Monty Brown.
Monty
you know
Brown.
who I'm talking about. I'm just gonna have to start giving answers. I'm just stalling until a proper name comes to mind. More women? Gonna go back to the women. Maybe. Who did the women face last year? I have no idea. Unless that was the Charlotte and Becky year. No, because Charlotte was hurt. So that was the year before that. Maybe. I think? I don't know. Man, this is cruel. I can't believe you'd put somebody through this.
It was like last year when you did this, you just like sailed through. There was like a couple of moments of like, could it be this? When you go back to like 1962. Now we're seeing actual struggle Tempest.
Well, I think I'm doing well, but I don't want to be like, 77, whatever, that's a good enough number for me. I'm going to call it quits there. I don't want to do that because I'm going up against the master right now. Ricky Steamboat.
Ding.
Huzzah. Okay. Confidence returning. I had to get all of the bad juju out. And now for some of the good. I don't think like Alexa Bliss ever did one. Who are the women on TV right now? Because it's not Alexa. That doesn't feel right, even though she like won the tag titles with Asuka immediately beforehand. Maybe they were both in it. Maybe they both faced Damage Control. I don't remember. Did I even watch that Survivor Series? I did. I watched it on our thing, actually. Live reactions with Pete. It was our last show together after he left me stranded on Saturdays. Bell end.
What a dick.
What a dick. SmackDown gets good, and he's like, actually, I'll see myself out here. I've had enough.
I'd rather have my Saturdays to myself, thank you very much. Selfish.
All right. I don't think I've said Asuka anyway. I don't think I've said Asuka. Asuka.
Ding.
Nice. Nice. Love that. Love that. Stevie Ray.
Stevie Ray. Ding.
That was not nice. He gasped. Courtney's like, wow, I can't believe he did it to him. Okay, I mean, I'm exhausting my maybe pile. They're all going. Alexa Bliss?
Ding.
Women! Women shall be my guiding light through this War Games prison. Who the fuck else has been in a War Games match? Oh, I don't know. I've still got the Samoans over here that I feel like we're in them, but I don't know either of their names. I imagine it's Rikishi and the Tonga Kid, but I don't know that for sure. Those two, the Samoan SWAT team, I don't know if you'll give me that.
I mean, I would like their names if possible.
I don't know their names in WCW.
If you
Ricochet was Fatu, Make a Difference Fatu, one of them was Samu.
If you want, if you can give me other names they wrestled as, I will give you those.
Rikishi and the Tonga Kid.
I will give you Rikishi, yes. Did he wrestle as the Tonga Kid? Let me just quickly double check. I don't think he wrestled as the Tonga Kid.
Who is this man?
No, he did not wrestle as the Tonga Kid, but I'll give you Rikishi.
Okay.
So I guess that's a ding? I guess that's one ding and an incorrect answer?
Is that it? What a way to go out. The limpest way possible.
Let me just quickly give
Who's
you...
the other one of them? The other Samoan SWAT team guy. It's like, is Jacob Fatu's dad, who I think was the Tonga Kid? Am I confusing him with someone else?
I'm just going to double check. I'm just doing a quick Google search of the Tonga Kid.
Sammy Fatu, is that the guys? Is that who I'm thinking of?
Samu, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm out or not.
Just 1 second. Tonga Kid. So I'm searching for it. It's Samu. Oh, according to Pro Wrestling Stories, he was once known as the Tonga Kid. So do you know what? I'll give it to you. Ding.
Yes!
Samu.
Thank God I can find a better way to end this. Okay. I don't really know who else to say. I don't think that WCW 1 was right. The Nitro nonsense of 2000, which is most of it. I still can't think of any women. Oh, I have no idea who else would have been in that Samoan SWAT team one. Not even a tiny bit of a clue. Pillman's that guy, and that guy is that guy, and oh, I don't know, Mo, but not the one from Men on a Mission, because that would be definitely a wrong answer. Oh gosh. I'm gonna end up saying somebody that I've accidentally already said already. You know, I'm not sure if this would be the right era of Horsemen, but I'm gonna say Ole Anderson.
And that is your third and final strike.
Damn it, Ole Anderson! Why have you been scrubbed from the history books because Vince McMahon hated you? Damn it!
Well, Tempo, you couldn't name every single War Games participant, but you did name the most. And as is tradition for a celebration episode, for a birthday episode, Tempo wins!
Yeah!
He knows the most!
I do. Tempest knows the most. This is the annual reset. I will once again vacate my prize for another year. Thank you all so much for continuing to watch Survival Series. I appreciate it greatly. My baby is 2 years old. I'll see you next year.